Dear students, in previous class we discussed about function overloading and inline function. In previous class we discussed about function overloading and inline function. Now in this chapter, last concept, that is the friend function. So today I am going to discuss about friend function. As you know that one, in a class, private and protected data members can be accessed by the members of a that class. Private and protected data members can be accessed by only members of that class. In other words, a non-member functions are not able to access the private and protected data members outside the class. In other words, a non-member functions of a class cannot be accessed private and protected data members outside the class. But C++ allows to share the common code among both the classes if they are a friend of a class or if they are using the friend function. But C++ allows to share the common code among the classes using the friend class or friend function. Let's see what is friend function. Friend function is a non-member function. Friend function is a non-member function with the external functions. Using these functions, we can share the code to other classes also. Using this friend function, we can access the private and protected data members outside the class. Friend function is a non-member function. Using this function, we can access private and protected data members outside the class. By making both the class as a friend, we can share the code to both the classes. We can share the common code to both the classes. For example, I will tell you, suppose we are having two classes, class 1 and class 2. It is also having the sum code. This is also having the sum code. Sometimes a common code is using in both the classes. In that time, you can share the code to both the classes. You can share the code to both the classes. Common code. You can share it for both the classes. And if the classes are a friend, if the classes are friend, using friend function, we can share the code to the both the classes, class 1 as well as class 2. And using the friend function only, we can access the private and protected data members outside the class. So, while declaring the friend function, we have to use keyword as a friend. While declaring the friend function, we have to declare it in class only. But it should be started with the keyword as a friend. Friend function can be declared within a class only. We have to declare the friend function within a class only with the keyword as a friend. Means starting word as a keyword, pre-word as a keyword. Pre-word keyword is known as a friend. Okay, using the friend keyword only, we have to declare our friend function. That is within a class only, not outside a class. You can declare anywhere. It may be private or public or protected. You can declare anywhere. Friend function can be declared because it is a non-member function. It is a non-member function. You can declare anywhere, either in the public or protected or private. You can declare anywhere. There is no problem. But it should be start with the keyword friend. You should start with the keyword friend. This is for declaration. Then defining. This is declaration. While defining, we have to define a friend function outside the class only, not inside the class. we have to define friend function outside the class only without keyword as a friend. Without keyword as a friend. While declaration, we have to use keyword as a friend. While declaring inside the class, we have to use keyword as a friend. But while defining the friend function outside the class, we does not use keyword as a friend. It is not necessary to use keyword as a friend. Directly you can define it. For declaring purpose, we have to use the keyword friend. But while defining, it will not necessary. Friend keyword is not necessary. For declaration purpose, we have to use the friend keyword. For defining, there is no use of friend keyword. Okay. So declaration will be declaring within a class. Definition should be outside the class. Declaration within a class. It may be in private, public, or protected. You can declare anywhere. Private, public, or protected. While defining, you have to define it in outside the class. Got it? So this is about what? Friend function definition. So when friend function is necessary, when it is situation where private and protected data members can be accessed outside the class, we have to use as a friend function. Because using the friend function only, we can access private and protected data members outside the class. Then one more situation where it is necessary to share the common code among the classes. In that time also we have to use the friend function, because using the friend function only you can share the common code among the classes. Using the friend function only we can share the common code among the classes. Got it? So this is about what definition of friend function. Now see the one syntax of friend function. Syntax of friend function. So class name, as you know that class is a keyword, class name is a name, user can define a name based on that program. You can define any name. There is no road, you can define any name. Then open the class. Then whatever private data members you can write it. Then after that public. I will write it in the public. Okay. So already I told you we have to define friend function inside the class only. We have to define friend function inside the class only. Already told you. You can define a friend function outside the class. Declaration should be inside the class. Friend function declaration should be inside the class. Definition outside the class. Okay. So we will declare friend function in this public only. You can declare anywhere, either public, private, or protected. There is no restrictions. But I will declare in this class only, in this public only. Okay. So first thing, already told you, the friend function will start with the keyword as a friend. So friend function will start with the keyword as a friend. So write here friend. Then return type specifier. You are writing return type specifier. Return type specifier. Then function name. Friend function name. Whatever you are going to do the name. Then whatever is one argument. Close this one. This is the syntax. The question may be asked for 1 or 2 marks. Write a syntax for friend function. In that case, you have to write like this: class name. You have to define any name that depends upon you. Open this one. Public is the access specifier. Friend is a keyword. You have to use friend is a keyword. And then return type specifier. It may be in float, cap, based on your program requirement. Then function name. you have to give one function name of friend function. We have to give one name for your friend function. Then void it is for the arguments. To pass the arguments, you have to use as a void. So this is about our syntax of friend function. It is for syntax only. It may be asked for 1 or 2 marks. That is syntax of friend function like that. It may be asked for. Okay. Then I will take one example. One simple example how to use the friend function. I will take one simple example how to use the friend function. Okay. So example for it. Again I will start the class. Class is known. I will take class name as a base. Private in value 1 comma value 2. I have taken 2 private data members, that is value 1 and value 2. Then public void get data. Open this, I'll write code here only. See out. Enter number. See value 1, value 2. This much you know that one. In every program we are writing the code. So we have taken 2 private numbers, value 1 and value 2. Then after that, we have input the value, enter the number value 1, value 2, insert value 1, value 2. So we have taken 2 numbers, same value 1, value 2. We have taken 2 numbers, value 1, value 2. Now I want to use the friend function. So just I will define here friend, declaration of friend function started the keyword friend. So taken here as a keyword as a friend. Then return the specifier. I will take return specifier as a float. You can take in one, I will take as a float. Okay, I will take a return specifier as a float. Then we have to take the friend function name. You can take any name. I will take here as a main. I will take here as a main. Main is a friend function name. Then I am going to take the object. How do you have to take? Using the base class name. Class is the base. I will take here the object. OB is called the object. Okay, because private data members are not able to access directly. We have to access it through the object only and dot operator. I will explain later again once again. So base is our class name, OB is our object. So just I will close here. Class is closed. Now we have to define the class outside the class. Define a friend function outside the class. Okay. So here, while defining we have to use keyword as a friend. While defining we have to use keyword as a friend. But for declaration only we have to use the friend. For defining, there is no use of friend as a keyword. Directly you have to take as a float. Main base object. Directly we have to write it. Then open this function. Return. We have to return the value. We have to return the value float. Object dot value 1 plus object dot value 2. Very complex. friend function, declaration, friend function, definition. Friend function declaration, friend function definition. So likewise, we can define a friend function. This is we can call as a friend function. Okay. So friend function should be declared using the keyword as a friend. We have declared it using friend function keyword. We should be declared inside a class. Declared inside a class only. Then we have defined friend function outside the class. We have defined friend function outside the class. A friend function should be use keyword as a friend inside the class for defining or declaring only. For defining, there is no use of keyword as a friend, so it is not usually a friend. So float mean base object. This much only. Got it? So this is how to use the friend function in C++ program. So now see what are the different characteristics of C++. I will explain all the characteristics one by one using this example only. It means whatever the characteristics are there in example, we can explain it. Okay. So first characteristic is that friend function is not a member function. Friend function is not a member function, but has a full rights to access private, protected and public data members. First characteristic is that you can see here access value 1 and value 2. Friend function is not a member function, it is a non-member function. Friend function is a non-member function, but it can has a full rights to access private, public and protected data members. This is your first characteristic. This is the first characteristic of friend function. The question is asking for polymorphs. Write the characteristics of friend function. Write the characteristics of friend function. So first characteristic is that friend function is not a member function. It is a non-member function, but it has a full rights to access private, protected and public data members. This is the first characteristic. Then second is that the friend function cannot be called using the objects of that class. It can be invoked to any normal functions. So whatever declare function in main function, we can call to the object this member function get data. We can call the member function through this object through this get data, but not like this friend function. It will be invoked like any normal function. No need to call this friend function through the objects. No need to call this friend function through the objects. We have to call this get data member function through the objects because it is a member function. We have to call this get data using the objects. You know that one, object name dot get data. We will write like that. For example, base is a base B. You can create object as a B. Then B dot get data. We will write it in main function. Okay, means this get data will be accessed through the object. We will call this member function to the object, but not like friend function. It is not necessary to call this friend function through the objects. It will be invoked automatically just like as normal functions. Means second characteristic is that friend function is not invoked through the objects. It will be invoked just like as normal functions. No need to call friend function through the objects. Friend function object call ಮಾಡಕ್ಕೆ ಆಗ್ತಲ್ಲ. ಇದು normal function ತರ call ಆಗ್ತದೆ. No need to call this friend function through the objects. Got it? So this is the second characteristic of friend function. Then third is that the friend function can be declared placed anywhere in the class. It does not affect for your private object. This friend function I have declared here public only. I have declared friend function public only, but you may declare in private also. You may declare in protected also. It will not affect for your access specifiers. It will not affect for your access specifier. You can declare anywhere in the class. You can declare anywhere in the class, in private or public or protected. You can declare anywhere. That does not matter. It will not affect for your access requests. You may declare it in private, you may declare it in public, or you may declare it in a protected also. In this example, I have declared it in a public. In this example, I have declared it in a public. But you may declare this one in private also. You may declare this one in private also. Okay, that does not affect. This is the third category. Fourth is that there are external non-member functions. Friend functions of the external non-member functions, they are having the special privileges. This friend function is a external non-member function and it is having the special privilege. Okay, these are special privilege to access the private and protected data members outside the class. Okay. Friend function, it is the external non-member function, but it has a special privileges. This is not a member function. I am going to repeat again. I am going to repeat. Friend function is not a member function. It is an external non-member function, but it has a full privilege to access the private and protected data members. Understood? So this is about our candidates. And one more. It cannot access the member functions or variables directly. It has to use the object name dot member name. You may see here. This is object name and this is the member name. This is the dot operator. Find a function can't be access variables directly. Friend functions can't be access variables directly. The friend function can access the variables through the object name dot variable name. You can see here, OB is the object or repeated object, base is a class name, base is a class name, OB is the object, OB dot value 1, OB dot value 2. Means friend function is not able to access variables directly. The friend function can access the variables through the object name dot operator. Using object name and dot operator only, it will access the variables. Friend function is not able to access variables directly. It can access the variables but through the object dot variable name. Got it? And the last is that the friend function declared with the keyword friend, but while defining, the friend function does not use either the keyword friend or scope resolution operator. Normally you know that one. When you are writing the member functions, if you are writing the member function inside the class, you will write like this. But when you are writing the member function outside the class, when you are writing the member function outside the class, we will use the scope resolution operator. We will use this one, scope resolution operator. This member function, if you want to write outside the class, we have to use the scope resolution operator. Okay, but friend function not like that. Inside the class, we can use as a keyword as a friend and we declare it. But while defining the class outside the class, we are not using the keyword as a friend or not using the scope resolution operator. We are not using anything. We are not using the keyword as a friend and also we are not using the scope resolution operator. Directly we can define it. Directly we can define it. So these are the some characteristics of your friend function. Once again, I will repeat you. What are the characteristics of friend function? The friend function is that the friend function is a special member function. It has a full right to access private, protected, and public members outside the class. First characteristic is that friend function is a special member function. It is a non-member function, but it has a full right to access private, public, and protected data members. Second is that the friend function is not necessary to call through the objects. It will be invoked like as a normal function. Friend function is not necessary to call through the objects. It will be invoked like a normal function. The third is that the friend function can be declared anywhere in the class. It will not be affected. You can declare in the private, public, or protected. You can declare anywhere in the class. Friend function can be declared anywhere in the class. It doesn't affect for your HTTP squares. That's their normal external functions has a special access privilege. Actually, friend function is an external non-member function, but it has a special privileges to access your data members. So friend function not able to directly access these variables. The friend functions can access these variables through the object name dot object only. It is not able to access directly. And last characteristic is that while defining the friend function, it does not acquire friend keyword as well as scope resolution operator. No need to use a scope resolution operator as well as friend keyword while defining the outside the class. So this is about what friend function. So today we have completed revision of chapter number 8, function loading and member functions. Okay. So tomorrow I will take next chapter.